welcome back to another YouTube video. Now, today we are going to
London.
But
sorry, that took me a second.
But basically, this video was supposed to be on Saturday, but basically Friday I went out and I got food poisoning. So we drove to London Saturday. Long story short, we drove to London. I was still very unwell, and I thought, oh no, it's going to be fine. We'll drive to London, it'll be absolutely fine. And I was so ill. So it was me, Marina, and her mum. I'm going to play you the original intro from Saturday. This nearly didn't happen, and these guys can vouch for this. So basically, I went out last night and I only had 4 drinks, right? I ate like a Thai green curry, and I was sick like 4 times. This morning I've been sick. It's not nice, but this morning I've been sick, and I was at the point where I literally couldn't even get out of bed. So the fact that we're now here driving, miraculously, Marina and her mum have looked after me, giving me some activated charcoal, some paracetamol, some, I don't even remember what else. Yeah. So as you can see, we did actually head to London, but the day was very short-lived. We lasted for about 40 minutes until we had to head back. I was violently sick, and the last, I know it might be a bit graphic for you guys, but the last time I was sick was at the train station in Stratford. I was running to try and find a toilet, and no toilets were open. One second. So no toilets were open, so basically I had to empty the contents of a bag and just throw up in a bag. Do I put the picture up? I might show the picture.
I don't know.
Maybe. Graphic warning just in case.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically it didn't end too well. The whole day was wasted, but I'm glad it was only one day, because it could have easily been like, you know, 3-4 days with food poisoning. But yeah, today we're heading to London, quickly stopping at my mum's. She lives in Essex, but then we're gonna head straight to London. And Marina, what's the plan?
So we're gonna go to the Shard, and we're gonna just kind of walk around to the central points. I don't think we have like a proper itinerary.
Nothing specific. We're just gonna kind of see where the day takes us, because this is actually our first day, just me and Marina, the whole week.
But it's actually the last day in the UK, but it's the first day that it's just us. So
because we, like, every day it's been like visiting someone or doing some work or doing something. Like, the time we've spent together being in the UK hasn't been quality time together, and it's been great seeing people, and it's been amazing, and we've really enjoyed it, but we still haven't had a day to ourselves. So you know, we're going to take today to actually spend time alone and have time for ourselves, you know, because yeah, it's long overdue time together. One day out of the 7 we've got together. We go back to Bulgaria tomorrow, so
yeah, early as well. So yeah.
How are you feeling about heading back?
I feel good. I'm ready to go back. It's been a full week, but then we have a lot of work to do as well. So I'm just kind of glad that we're going back
to the grind. But I mean,
back to work.
Been driving all week, which has been amazing. We haven't had a car in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
We haven't driven in 7 months. This car, I mean, quickly pan the camera. It's a nice car, nice interior. It's a Ford Puma automatic. If you pan down at the thing, my first ever time driving an automatic, and it is an amazing experience. Just literally start and stop. I'm baffled why I've never had an automatic until this point.
And this car is just so spacious and new. It's brilliant. It's been the best.
So definitely need to get a car when we go back to Bulgaria. So today's going to be nice. We don't know what the only thing we've got planned and booked is the Shard. Apart from that, I guess just being tourists in London and going around to other places. And yeah, we're just going to take you guys with the day and sort of see what's happening, really.
See where we're going,
the first stop is my mum's, which we're going now. We're going to stop there for about an hour. I haven't had a chance to see her yet, so we're going to go on. So what you say?
No, I was going to say the weather is amazing, so we can kind of go anywhere. It's not like we have to be inside. We can just be going around.
That's
London's
another thing.
Going to be beautiful. So
good point. To be fair, like the fact that the week we came to the UK is the best weather it's been in the UK. We came from amazing weather in Bulgaria to amazing weather in the UK. And it's been like, we couldn't have asked for any better, to be fair. Like,
and I think this week has actually been not so great in Bulgaria, so I'm just kind of glad we were here in the nice sun. So
and our first time in the UK as actual tourists on holiday, because last time we came to the UK we had to sort some stuff out. It wasn't really relaxed, but now we're actually coming today to relax. It's gonna be a nice day. We're gonna drive to Stratford, which is in London. We're gonna park up in Stratford because it's a lot easier to drive to Stratford, park up and get the train around rather than driving everywhere in London. So
yeah,
just pulling up to my mum's as we speak. Where's the best space? And yeah, let's see where the day takes us. So this is what we've got to deal with. Bear in mind, guys, when I was working in the UK, this was my route to work every single day. It took me over 2 hours to get to work and 2 hours to get home. Like, so this road is the A12. The busiest roads are like the A12 and the M25. And look at the roads now. It's like, if you see on the maps, look on the maps. So the red means busy, and this is like a daily thing for people commuting. Bear in mind this is a Saturday and it's still crazy busy. So it's looking like we're going to get there in 44 minutes. First stop, Westfield, Stratford, which is one of the busiest shopping centres in the UK. You can always tell when you're coming into London if you zoom in on the buildings. That's the London view right there. Okay, so first stop, Westfield in Stratford, which is actually the second largest shopping mall in the UK. And we actually used to have a business here as well, which I'll show you guys in a minute.
Yeah, we used to work here and do like Monday to Saturday all day long. So we know this place inside out. We always come here when we're visiting.
So the business that I had, we would literally get here we'd leave at 7 AM, we'd get here for 9, and we would leave here at like 10 PM. So it was long days here and lots of memories here. We know this place like inside out. There's 3 floors and like there's pretty much every shop here that you can think of. There's a gym here as well. It's a really nice, well kept, clean shopping centre.
There's also outside, so there's like a street outside, more shops, so it's not just the inside, loads of restaurants as well.
So this is like the downstairs food court. They got McDonald's, Popeyes, loads and loads of different little places. So we're now in Boots, Marina's favourite place.
Yes.
And she's just doing a TikTok about what you can explain.
Yeah, so basically the choice of cosmetics, especially in Volgograd, it's a lot less, and you can't find all of these brands that you can find pretty much in every Boots, in every town in the UK.
I would say for sure that's one downside of Bulgaria is the lack of choices and also the prices. Like the prices here, you're paying like a fraction of what you pay in Bulgaria because a lot of this stuff is imported from like Ireland, from Central European countries. So here is very cheap in comparison, and obviously much more choice as well. Like Marina said, like a lot of the brands she uses you can only get in a couple of places in Bulgaria, like in Sofia, in Plovdiv, but in our town there's like no brands like this. So when we come back to the UK, it's always good to stock up on brands that we wouldn't normally sort of be able to access in Bulgaria. Well, it's by hat anyway, at least.
Yeah.
This place is huge, absolutely massive. Look how far back it goes. Okay, so right here, there, is where my shop used to be, where my business used to be. I'm going to put a picture up here so you guys can see it. So basically the issue was that up here, people used to spit down here and like used to throw things at us, and it was like became such a bad place to be. But yeah, as we said earlier, like we used to work like 6-7 days every single week in this place, and it was like an absolute, like it became a nightmare. It started as a dream and it became a nightmare because like we couldn't escape. Like I created the business to live a life of freedom, but then I ended up having to work in the business.
Yeah, we were like here all day, every day, just grinding from morning to evening. Then at 10 PM, 11, we go to the gym, then we wake up again in the morning, we're here again. So it was like taking over our life basically.
But that business was sold in 2023 and the rest is history. I've got a video, actually check it here if you want to check like kind of the background and how we moved to Bulgaria and a bit about the business. I'll go a bit more in depth. But yeah, it's good to sort of come back and reminisce.
It's always nice, yeah.
All right, time to head into central London. Okay, so first stop of the day.
Chinatown in London.
So Chinatown and Leicester Square are located very, very close within like each other. Like I would say Chinatown is pretty much within Leicester Square. Like so Chinatown's here, we're gonna take a walk around, but then it's kind of like a little block. 1 second, bus passing. It's kind of like a little block, so you kind of walk around the block of Chinatown, and then outside is Leicester Square. So we're gonna go have a look. Oh, look at that car, man. Ooh, nice. Next year, yeah? Next year. One thing about recording in London is you have to be very careful where you record, because there's a lot of people like ready to steal phones, and we're gonna be selective, let's say, where we record. What a beautiful day in Chinatown. So, first thing, what do we want to do first?
We want to eat, but we're not sure where, so we're gonna have a look.
So Chinatown, like the first time I came to Chinatown, I thought it was gonna be huge, and it's not actually as big as.
It's not that big.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not tiny, but it's not a town. You know?
It's not as big as like you would think. Like if you've not been to Chinatown or the UK, it's basically like a little square. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but I think mainly they've got like food places, a lot of restaurants, a few betting places, and mainly just food, to be honest. It's like
mostly food and drinks, yeah, mostly.
like a lot of these kind of little side shops, if you see, a lot of independent places. And this place is always booming. Bear in mind, this is a Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Yeah. Tuesday afternoon. And it's still insanely busy. So guys, as you can see, Chinatown is here. And then Leicester Square is down this way. Okay, and this is Leicester Square. This looks a bit rubbish at the moment. It looks like they're building a stage or something, but normally that's open. Normally that's like a little park. And this is kind of the main strip. Although it doesn't look as good as it normally does, to be honest. But Leicester Square is like, really reminds me of Plovdiv in Bulgaria in terms of how it looks, in terms of the vibe. It's very, very busy. I'm hoping you guys can actually hear us. Should have brought my microphones, to be fair. But this is like where the main kind of street performances,
yeah, there's like
artsy stuff.
Arts, it's very like trendy, music, busy, food. So yeah, a bit of everything really.
There is a Happy also in Leicester Square. This is the only Happy currently in the UK. And we have been, what, 3 times now?
Yeah, we've been like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, 3 or 4 times. I think we've been here and the food's always been 10 out of 10, so.
But I have to say, Bulgaria Happy does it better, I have to admit.
Yeah, that's true. And the menu is like so much bigger in Bulgaria, so.
Okay, so we just made it to
Camden town.
And Camden's more of like kind of like the hip kind of place in London. This is actually where I was born on paper. I didn't live there, but I was born in a hospital in Camden.
Yeah. And they have basically little markets, souvenirs, there's like loads of food places.
And that's why we basically come here to eat some food, because we are starving now. Busy. Imagine it's Tuesday afternoon. Imagine what it's like on a Saturday. I'm such a nerd for like monster drinks. Any country I go to, whether it's the UK or whatever, I always try to find monsters that aren't available in that country. And this is one, Monster Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red, which is available only in the US. So, first time I'm gonna try it, and let's see. But this is like, everyone's got their like nerd thing, yeah? Mine is like energy drinks and like limited edition stuff. I love it. Tastes like water. Try it, Marina. Ugh. It tastes like nothing, unless it's just me.
It's not very strong.
What does it taste like to you?
I don't know, it's a little bit sweet, but it doesn't have a strong after.
It tastes like nothing.
Initially it has a
Literally
taste.
cost £4 for this, and it's like I'm drinking water. What a waste. What a waste. Okay, so this is where the main food bits are. So Camden Lock, and then just to the left of it is where all the kind of food bits are. Alright, Marina's mum's gift sorted.
They're really cute. I think the originals are like tens of thousands of this kind.
Oh really?
Yeah. It's like a...
We'll tell her the original, yeah?
Yeah. Thank you. Sweet card.
Okay, time to eat finally.
There's so much choice here.
Yeah, we're going to show you in a sec.
We're gonna see, yeah, we don't know what to have, but we're gonna find something.
Walk around first and then let's walk around and then decide, see what. So look, all of these around here, this is all food, and it's nice because it's all kind of like, not, I wouldn't say it's fast food, but it's like convenient food, you know. So let's decide what to get, which is going to take us about 40 minutes.
Probably.
Oh shit, I didn't realise.
How many? Thank you.
Okay,
I won't get a drink now. I'll get a different one.
We can go.
give me 1 second.
No problem. Thank you.
That's the chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Marina's.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
I want something more like steak or beef or something.
There's loads of those here. Oh, sorry.
Tell them what you got. Tell them what you got. Oh, nearly dropped it. Imagine. Oh my god.
Yes, I've got a sushi burger. Katsu sushi burger. I've never tried anything like this before, so...
We're going to do live taste test.
Live taste test,
I'll walk
yes.
this here.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Oh, wow. I don't really know how to...
Maybe it's a sitting down job. See with your hands. Wow.
Wow.
How was it?
10 out of 10.
Yeah?
It's delicious. It really is.
Okay, and I've gone for a burger from this place, Burger and Beyond. Burger and chips on a bin. I mean, why not? These are always the best meals when you like street food. Just amazing. Love it. Good review, man. Amazing weather. Nice day. Let's taste test the burger. Let's taste test it. I was craving this. I'm pissed, man. I'm actually pissed. So literally about 2 minutes ago, Marina was eating her food, I was eating my food. We sat down somewhere, and I swear to God, these damn birds up here, stole my food, or like clawed my food and ate my food. So now I didn't eat. We wasted £12.
So sad, yeah.
I ate one bite of the burger, and they stole my damn food. So yeah, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Okay, so we're now at Waterloo. This is one of the busiest train stations in London. So you've got Liverpool Street, you've got Waterloo. London Bridge is quite busy because this has got the underground and the overground as well. So as you can see, even behind, God.
No, I was going to say it's a massive station and it's crazy busy. Yeah.
And as you see behind me, there's like a lot of people. And this is the thing about filming in public in London is it's so much more difficult to do because you're constantly having to look around and make sure you're not bumping into people. But we're having a great day so far. Apart from that damn bird who stole my food, everything's gone to plan. So that's the last day literally today before we go back. So we're just gonna make the most of it and enjoy it, and no work on today, nothing, just quality time. So guys, we were like, oh, we don't know if we're going the right way to the London Eye. We can't see it. Literally right in front of us. And here we are, this is the view everyone wants to see. Houses of Parliament here. This is like old London, you know. And you can just about see the London Eye behind me. So London Eye, Houses of Parliament, and you go over the bridge basically to get to the Houses of Parliament. So everything in this area is like the big kind of tourist spot. They've also got like the sea life and like other tourist attractions.
Yeah, most of them are just like next to each other. You can buy tickets that are like a deal ticket to visit multiple places as well.
We were thinking about going on the London Eye, but we've already been so many times in the past. And it's like it's now like £44 per person.
It's quite pricey, yeah.
So as much as we want to show you guys, paying £88 just really for YouTube and guys, you're not really, I mean, you can look on YouTube elsewhere, like London Eye like views and stuff like that, so it's not really yeah, we're gonna skip it this time round. We'd rather spend our money on something else, to be honest. But
I mean, if you haven't been, I definitely recommend, because it's, you know, once you're here you have to go on it, and it's a great experience. But
it's great to do once, but like
yeah,
every time we've like been with family or Marina's family have come, we've been on like 4 times now, so to go on again. And the queue, I'm going to show you guys the queue, it is massive. You're going to be waiting about half an hour on the day like today, and even today on like a Tuesday the queue is still huge. So here it is in the flesh, but look, this is the queue. It is massive. That's the queue, look, miles, huge. Such a calm day.
So being in London now after like a few months again, it just reminds me how London is just a different world. It's just, I don't know, compared to like Bulgaria, maybe it's just the amount of people.
You know what, even the UK in general, like being in London feels like you've teleported to a whole another place. It just, the vibe is so different. But one thing I would say is it's definitely good as a tourist, but to live here is a whole different story.
It'd be like too much.
It's chaotic.
It's not for everyone. Yeah.
Busy. Okay, so we're now on Westminster Bridge, and this is one of the busiest bridges. Like, to get past, even I'm glad we're even recording somehow.
This is like one of the first places that I came to when I first came to the UK, is where you take your pictures with the Big Ben, and everyone kind of stops here. There is like food sometimes they sell here, and it's like the place you have to come.
Look guys how busy it is. Cannot move.
One thing that I find is a negative and a positive at the same time, that in London there is so much to do. So there's constantly, obviously you have the normal landmarks and, you know, the sightseeing, but there's also constantly different things that are happening, like events, galleries, all sorts of things that are going on, and it's hard to fit everything. You can't do everything.
So we're basically trying to show you guys as much as we possibly can in one day, but to go from like place to place to place is just an absolute nightmare. Like, you can only do a certain amount in one day in London. I guess it's the same as other capital cities, right? Like, you can't see and do every single thing in the same period. Like, if you want to do specific things in London, you should make a point of doing one day doing one thing, one day doing another thing. There's no point in like trying to see the whole of London in one day. It's just, you can probably do it, but it's going to be very rushed. You can't come to London without having an ice cream. And we searched up and down the land to find chocolate ice cream.
Yeah, because they only have vanilla. What's going on?
And look, this is the worst looking double ice cream I've ever, look, what is this? I was expecting like Look at this. It's supposed to be a
single. Like, I don't know.
ridiculous, ridiculous. Of course, you can't come to London without Buckingham Palace. And it was being refurbished for a long, long time. But this is now the home of the King of England. So this is like the main road down to the palace. As you can see, full of Great British flags down the whole way. So we're a bit rushed for time now. We're going to meet one of Marina's best friends, who is actually Bulgarian but lives in London. So we're here, while we're here visiting, we're gonna go see her. But I wanted to tell you guys one quick fact about London. So most people don't know that within London there's two sections. There's London and there's the City of London. Now London is like the mainland city that you guys know, everybody knows London. However, the City of London is a separate financial district. So the City of London is home to around 8,000 residents. However, it's estimated around 500,000 people actually work there. But as I said, it's because it's a financial district and it actually dates back to the Roman times when they created this. But legally, it's its own completely separate entity, which means that its regulations and its rules is completely different from anything to do with London, in which it has its own mayor, it has its own police, it has its own rules. And this is like a small area within London, but it operates completely autonomously and completely separately to London. So, for example, the mayor of London is Sadiq Khan. However, the City of London has its own City of London mayor.
Yeah, so that's really crazy, I think, because I lived here for years and I know people that have lived here for years and they had no clue. They've come to London multiple times. I've been to London multiple times over the years and I had no idea until David told me, and I was like mind blown. I was like, what?
One thing I've noticed in Bulgaria versus the UK is in the UK there's nowhere near as many like statues. I think in Bulgaria like every single town has a lot of statues and a lot of like pride in the past and in like war, and
especially the fighters for freedom from the Ottoman Empire. We have statues everywhere of like the biggest names, and we're very, I don't know, like
patriotic. And
yeah.
and like in the UK, like there's only a few statues like really in the central hubs. Like there's not really in towns anywhere near as much. All right, and this is Downing Street, but it's always closed off. You can't just, nobody can just go in, you know. So this is the closest anyone can really get to Downing Street itself, unless obviously you're someone of importance or someone's got like an appointment, then you'll go through this door. But unless you have that special privilege, this is as close as you're gonna get. Of course, one big icon in London is the phone boxes, but they don't actually work anymore. Let me show you. Look, no phone, nothing. But you used to do, so minimum 60p, and it used to cost, I think 60p, was it per minute? Can't remember, but they don't work anymore. Nothing. All like this. How the underground set up though is crazy. Like all the different lines, all the different routes, there's so many different. Okay, so last stop of the day is
The Shard.
so just here, and this is pretty much the best view you can get in London in terms of height. You can see the entirety of London. Even the toilets has its own view. So we're very much looking forward to going. Cheers. Thank you.
If you want to head on it, plenty of space. So lifts are all automatic, you don't need to push any buttons. Doors will open on the opposite side. This is going to be your first lift, taking you up to level 33. Then you'll take another lift up to our viewing platforms, okay?
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
Thank you. So we're just at the Shard now, and it's really busy, so I'm not going to be able to record too much, but I'm just going to show you around.
Okay, so last stop of the day, we're at a place called
Quill? I
Quill,
think you pronounce it Quill.
which is like a wine bar. So we're with Vicky and Marina, and they've gone for, what's the name of the drink you went for?
It's an orange wine, Catarato or something like that. It's from Italy, Sicily in Italy.
And I've gone for the boring mocktail because I'm driving. And I've got a thing where I don't like to have a single drop of alcohol when I'm driving. See, all of it, because about this.
We're gonna do
Cheers.
a
Let's
taste
go.
test, so let's do it.
go.
Let's do it. Wow,
How is it?
it's very mild. And it's not sweet, but it's not bitter like most wines. It's very soft, like.
It's very soft and mellow. It has a nutty.
Can I try some?
Yeah, you
It smells strong. It smells like a white wine.
It is kind of, in a way. The process is different, but
It's nice. It literally tastes like white wine though. With a hint of orange, yeah. Just heading back to the car now, and unfortunately, sad to say we have to drop this back off tomorrow. It has been a fantastic investment for the week. But yeah, time to head back now. Phone's on like 5%, so I'm gonna record what I can, but the day in London is done.